Welcome back to Bill's Gaming Outpost. This is just a quick, more or less one off look at one of my other favorite games, Space Engineers, the original, number one. As you can see from all the badges, I have most, if not actually all, of the DLC because in the world we live in today, these smaller independent software houses, they don't stay in business by selling the game once. Space Engineers has been very good about including functionality, updates where here's the basic functions, but here's some extra stuff for the DLC purchasers. It's not pay to win, but it is pay for aesthetics for the most part. I don't typically plan to do Space Engineers 1 content other than this quick look, quick overview. Um, Apex Survival just dropped recently, and it drew me back into starting a fresh game and playing a little bit. For as long as I've played this game, I would by no means say that I'm actually good at it. But I just wanted to share just a little bit about what I have here and how fun it can actually be. You've seen in Stationeers where you build things. Apex Survival basically adds the ability for you to starve. Storms can kill you, lack of oxygen, obviously, not eating. Falling from great heights has always been a way to die. But food is the big new mechanic. Now, the elephant in the room, no pun intended, I'm currently building a workshop item called the big, I'm not going to say the F word, rover. It is a portable base. I need to refill my hydrogen real quick. It is a portable base with a ability to drill and mine 120 deep. That's particularly useful. Uh, it's large grid, which means that it can be a mobile platform for an ore detector that actually has a little bit of range. A little bit of a starter hint for those, uh, because the ore detector that you basically have on small grid and on your person has fairly limited range. The large ore detector has better range. I slapped one on my starter base here just to give me a little bit of a look close by for what I could get. Um, of course, you use projectors for building things. I have the um, build and repair, two of them set up to build things from projectors and, of course, repair any damage. I can start things and let it finish it, so forth. It is actually fairly difficult to get this working because most of the mods and most of the scripts for it are not well supported after as many updates since they were created. I wouldn't say that I have it working perfectly, but it's working well enough. I have the industrial flavor, refineries, and assemblers set up. I have speed and yield modules on practically everything. Large storage. I have the drill and fill mod set up, which, if we're being honest, is way overpowered. But it does take some of the monotony of the mining out to let you be more creative without taking out the resources entirely. Um, I accidentally damaged my uh, starter rover, the lander rover.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
I damaged my starter rover, both exploring off towards the mountains, and then later, after fixing that damage, I drove it straight into that hole. And I damaged the hydrogen tank. Now, I've rebuilt everything that was damaged, but, and my battery's getting really low. I've repaired it, but unfortunately, without the without the battery being better charged, I have it powered off right now. And the hydrogen tank with something actually in it, it has limited usefulness other than just trucking around right now. Um, this grand hole over here is what finished off my poor little survival rover. I had to build sloped blocks and build a ramp. Now, it wasn't as deep where I crashed. I was only as deep as this ore for iron when I had one of those moments. And I had to build a ramp to drive it back up here. I didn't have a large enough ship that could just lift it out. This is Splitsy's wonderful big ears. It's available on the workshop. He also has a great video about it. It explains a lot. It's nice. It overloads very easily. It is not vertical friendly. This is the aardvark miner, which is a lot more robust, but it is hard to keep powered. That's a good way to put it. And of course, true to form, I've crashed it enough times that it is damaged. Now, what I have done is I have added a projector and put the workshop into it, properly aligned it. So as long as I don't completely and utterly destroy it and I can fly it home, I can put it in front of the build and repair mod, and I can restore its original functionality. A small problem is the projector sticks up a little bit too high where it's currently at, and the way the drill is configured, because it's not blocking the cockpit for being able to see, it's easy to damage the projector. That's a bad time. Sounds like dinner is calling. That's some wolves that want to be shot. I do have food requirements turned on. I have weather turned on. There's plenty of nice, fun ways to die. Let's see if I can get those wolves to come out and play, since they want to be my dinner tonight. There he is. Well, it looks like my build and repair system already harvested the meat rather quickly. But we have the food center, which is where we
Fuel low.
turn raw meat, algae, wheats, and whatnot into foods that we get to eat. Don't be afraid of the wolves. I mean, if you stay in their line of sight, they will, well, attack you in a pack. They can kill you, obviously, but as long as you have your gun and ammo, you're safe. And wolves will come around far more frequently than your algae will grow fast. I do recommend having 4 or 5 of these at a time because I believe it takes 4 algae to make one algae crisp. And so if you don't get enough sunlight, again, weather, you could very easily starve. But the wolves come around fast enough, and the cooked meat, don't eat the raw meat. The cooked meat, it requires 1 raw meat to make 1 cooked meat. It takes 4 algae to make 1 crisp. This only restores your fill value by 12%, and the cooked meat gives you 18. So the wolves either need to be harder to kill, less frequent, or it's almost overpowered to just bait them with yourself, shoot a couple, turn it into food. I'm walking around with 94 cooked meat right now, and there's more ready to be processed. So, Apex Survival good, but there are definitely ways to survive easily. I have, like I said, the aardvark. I have Splitsy's big ears. Very nice. Great work. And right now my current project is I'm building this absolutely behemoth of a portable base drilling rig. Obviously I have a lot of wind turbines. You want good clearance. There's one that's not finished. That platform is too close for wind clearance. And we also have, once I started getting a little bit of uranium, we have the small reactor. Couple of batteries back over. Where did I hide those small batteries? There they are. I have 3 small batteries.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Don't fall from great heights because you run out of fuel in your jetpack. You will die. Don't damage your rover until you have a survival station set up on a base. Before I had enough to make this work, all I had was this refill station connected to a hydrogen tank with a O2H2 generator. This won't heal you. Food will. This will both refill your hydrogen and heal you. This also won't, I don't believe, will charge your energy. Okay, yes it will. But don't lose this on your rover until you have another one. Bad things. I was scrambling to get this part set up after I had already dead-ended myself. Anyway, it's a great fun game. Depending on exactly how much reaction I get, I might do some more content. If I find something that I'm going to do that might be remotely interesting. I don't claim to be good. It's just fun. I can lose myself in this game for literally hours on end and have fun. And that's what games are about. Having fun. It's good to learn things, it's good to experience games with others, but at the end of the day, games are meant to be fun, and this is one. So that's going to be it for right now. Till later, be safe.